No cast members showed up to school today. I guess they were worried about the tornadoes. There are 5, count them, 5 cast members in EVTV, and 0 cast members showed up on this rainy day. So, because I know you all were so excited to see Janelle and her amazing performance the other day on EVTV.
No comment.
This is going downhill quick. She is back for Friday, March 26, 2021. We have some important announcements, starting with the water drive. And you have to talk really loud so that they can hear you.
Okay. Okay, so Student Council is hosting a water drive. This is going to be aired tomorrow, right?
Which is Friday.
It's Friday, okay.
Yes.
So bring your bottled waters, not like the gallons you see football players carrying around, but like an actual water bottle. And
you're going to turn them in somewhere?
To your first block teacher.
Are you sure?
Yes, hopefully.
First, do you want to go run down there and check real quick?
Yes.
Go. While she's gone, what's funny is she literally ran out of here. Like, she just ran. 25 seconds so far. I'm starting to wonder if I made a mistake letting her go check, because she didn't want to do this in the first place, and there's a good possibility she just won't come back. And she's back. Okay, now that you have the correct information, tell us about the water bottle drive.
From the beginning?
From the beginning.
Okay, so Student Council is hosting a water drive, and basically you'll just bring bottled waters, like the self-serve size water bottles, not what you see football players carrying around. Yes, like that. And you'll turn it into your first block, and first blocks will compete for a prize.
Okay.
Yes.
And we don't know what the prize is yet.
Nope.
But it's going to be good. All right. Also, the Horn Lake Drama Club would like to announce auditions for its student showcase. Are you going to go audition for that?
No.
No. The showcase includes 3 one-act plays written and directed by drama club members, which is going to be super fun. Any students interested in auditioning for the role should come by the auditorium after school on Monday, March 29th or Tuesday, March 30th. Contact or see Mr. Algie for information. We also have cheer tryouts coming up. And who better to tell you about the cheer tryouts than Janelle? There's nobody else. It's you. Go ahead, tell them.
This is hard. Okay, so cheer tryouts are not next week, but the week after. There's a mandatory clinic April 6th, April 7th, and April 8th from 3 to 5. And then the actual tryout is that Friday, and they start at 3.
So explain what the clinic is for people who might not understand.
So the clinic is where you'll learn material, and that's basically it.
So that you won't just show up at the tryout and look dumb because you don't know what you're supposed to be doing at the tryout.
Yes.
Perfect. So the clinic, again, is going to be the 6th, 7th, and 8th, and then tryouts are on the 9th.
Yes.
And everything's going to take place in the Horn Lake Auditorium.
Yes.
Right here at the back of the building, starting at 3 o'clock.
Yes.
And you need a physical.
Yes.
And insurance, proof of insurance.
Yes, and they have to be turned into Ms. Bryant on F Hall prior to the clinic.
Perfect. All right, now, since we don't have the rest of the cast here today, I thought we would replay a clip from 3 years ago where we talked about sugar. You would have been but a lowly little freshman, or no, 8th grade? 3 years ago? Are you a junior?
Yes.
Yeah, you would have been in the 8th grade. So you weren't even here. So we talked about sugar, and we showed students the amount of sugar you're actually eating and drinking in your foods. It was actually pretty interesting, and you'll see Trent when he was a little 9th grader, which is also interesting and a little bit funny.
Students, we're here for a Healthy Life segment, and today we're here with Mr. Perkins, and he is about to talk about sugar.
Absolutely.
So tell us what we need to know about what we're putting into our bodies that we probably don't realize we're putting into our bodies.
A lot of times we don't, and if you calculate all of the sugar intake that you take in a day, a lot of times we have no clue how much is actually going in. So we're going to break down some myths today, actually look at what all we're finding in these products that the marketing practices tell us are maybe healthy for us. So let's start with some basic information. What we're looking at is for men, the average recommended daily intake is 9 teaspoons or 38 grams, which is 158 calories. For women, it's 6 teaspoons, which is 25 grams or 100 calories. And just to give you a quick representation of that, this Yoplait Original, which is what we call a low-fat yogurt, all that kind of stuff, has 26 grams of sugar in it.
And that's the more bland version, really.
Yes. So if I eat one of these a day and I'm female, that's it. I'm done. That's how much I'm supposed to have. That's it.
One yogurt, Allie. One yogurt a day.
Like 5 yogurts.
Just one. So for a guy, it'd be 1.5 or 1.25.
Right.
Okay. Sugar is naturally found in certain foods, but very few. We're talking about fruits, milk, in lactose, but in milk, especially in fruit, that's our primary sources of sugar. All other products that you get, it's added to it. So artificial sources of sugar, soft drinks, candy, cookies, fruit drinks, all of that, they have to add that later on. They add it to it. Effects of sugar. So just breaking down why sugar is just not a great choice for our bodies. First of all, there's no benefit to it. It's not actually an energy source. The sort of rush that we get from eating sugar is purely an effect of dopamine in the brain, okay? Which is extraordinarily addictive. That's why we continue to want sugar. And there's millions of dollars that go from marketing companies of cereal, cookies, all this kind of stuff that are targeting kids when they're tiny. My child, who's 2, is already feeling it. He screams cookies all the time, and he's addicted already. It also increases your insulin resistance. So the more sugar you eat, the higher your insulin is going to be, which is breeding grounds for cancer. Okay, so that all builds into that. Fructose, or sugar, does not satiate the part of our brain that says that you're not hungry anymore. So when you're eating sugar, it's just empty calories, so you want to continue to eat, you're still hungry, and it just doesn't do anything. So it's completely empty. All right, so really quickly, before we go, we need a little bit of conversion knowledge here. Yeah. So we measure sugar and all of our nutritional makeup of our food in grams, okay? Grams to teaspoons. I think teaspoons is a much better example, so we can get that. So let's do one conversion real quick. So it is going to be 4 grams of sugar for every teaspoon of sugar. 4 grams to 1 gram, or to 1 teaspoon. All right. So how many grams of sugar is in that Coke right there?
36 grams.
Okay. Total sugars are 39. Total, when you talk about total carbohydrates, so it's 36, and then there's some kind of additive in there that counts as a sugar as well. So 39. Well, let's round 40. How many teaspoons would that be if it's 4 grams of sugar to 1 teaspoon? We're going to divide.
Divided by 4.
So we're looking at 10 teaspoons. That's really good mathematics.
Yeah.
We'll work on that a little bit later. Yeah, awesome. So if you will, get me 10 teaspoons of sugar into that glass cup.
Oh my
And that's going to be the equivalent amount that goes into this can of Coke.
Okay, I eat a bag of Skittles every day, second block.
A bag of Skittles?
Yeah.
Every day. 47 grams of sugar. 39, 47 grams of sugar.
So more, oh my store.
She's already doubled her daily recommended intake. So this right here, that is the amount of sugar that's in a Coke. If you compare purely by, just can size, you got a ton of that in there. So that is the amount of sugar.
Man.
I want to talk about diet-related products. When we are given the choice of healthy items to eat, or just grab a bag of Skittles or grab a bag of M&Ms, these are the products that I placed here that generally we would go, okay, if I had the choice between M&Ms and a crunchy Nature Valley bar. Let me see that granola bar real quick. typically in one of these, people would make the choice. They would say this is the better choice.
And I've had people who are big into health stuff say, "Oh, go for a Nature Valley in the morning."
Absolutely. And when you look at it, I mean, it is better relatively. It is better. However, they use deceptive marketing practices by naming it Nature Valley, crunchy peanut butter, granola bar, all that kind of stuff. And then they pack on there 16 grams of whole grain.
Right. It makes you immediately think when you look at the packaging, there's nothing bad in here.
It's green. I mean, we're good, right? But the problem with this is it's packed with 12 grams of sugar in this package. Another thing that they do on the back of these packages is they don't convert over, and this is coming in my tips later, they don't convert over how many servings are in one of these. So this is 2 servings, so if it says that there's 5 grams of sugar, it's 5 grams of sugar, but you have to double that. And that's also, during Obama's presidency, that's one of the things that they changed, and they said you have to do one column that says what 1 serving equals, and then if it's a 2-serving package, you've got to show what that 2nd serving, or like the whole package would give you.
Huge myth on juices. As soon as you see juice, you immediately think, that's natural sugars, or that's healthy for me.
Sure, absolutely, and it is. I mean, when we talk about eating an apple, that's a great choice. It is, but you have to think of it as it's still sugar content. Sugar is sugar. So this right here says on the package, no sugar added. That's great, but this thing still has 23 grams of sugar in it, which is like drinking half of a Coke. My 2-year-old son drinks one of these probably every day, unfortunately. That's not my fault. I'm not at the house. My wife does that. So anyway, I'm not going to say much about that. But with this is marketed towards children. Parents do this to their small children. I mean, he's drinking his body weight in sugar almost.
Sure. This one.
Yes, Naked Juice or Bolt House Farms.
And I've had bands and stuff that have come in that they request this because they're like, health guys are like, we like Naked Juices, and they're expensive. Number one, how much is one of these?
Like $3.79.
Almost $4.
For real.
Why do you buy that? Here, you can go ahead and pop that open and start drinking if you want to.
Good, 'cause it
I
tastes
think you
good.
won't finish it. But after we,
will.
why would you buy that over?
1, because it looks cute, and 2, because
That's not wrong. Go ahead.
it does taste good.
So good marketing.
Yeah, but I mean, you could get one of these, or you could get Starbucks.
You're right. You're right. Would you believe, like, okay, if you're making this choice today to have that for breakfast, would you think over time that you would either be making a healthier choice or possibly lose weight? Because we hear about juice diets and that kind of stuff.
Well, I would look at that and I would assume that was way better than Starbucks coffee. Sure.
You would think so. You would think so. Look at the back of that thing and look at that label and tell me how many grams, the label on the other side, how many grams of sugar is in that guy? Total carbohydrates. 63 grams of sugar.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're talking about a Coke and a half in that right there, in a product that's being largely marketed as the green goodness. Yeah, for health. This right here, this is the most egregious form. Your reaction, he's just over here, he's like, I already knew all this. I'm good.
I normally don't eat these kind of things.
He is he does eat healthier.
Judging us over here.
He does eat healthier, I will say that.
That's awesome.
Trent does eat pretty healthy.
I don't.
So
Allie does not.
Yeah. So vitamin water. This happens all the time. We'll say high in fiber, high in vitamins, vitamin D, this or that, whatever.
And Coca-Cola has made a killing.
Absolutely.
Off of this product.
32 grams of sugar in this. 32 grams. Same as a Sprite. Coke is 39. You might as well be drinking a Coke. No, it does have vitamins in it. That's fine. It's got electrolytes. It's got, potassium and that kind of stuff. But overall, it's still got the same amount of sugar.
Really no different from Powerade or any of the other energy drinks. Now that you've hurt all of our feelings,
Sure.
What are some things that you suggest when you're coaching for people to do to help curb some of those cravings?
Absolutely. So rather than thinking calories in, calories out, not all calories are created equal because, again, sugar's empty calories.
Sure.
What you have to think of is in ratios of calories, starches, proteins, carbohydrates, all that kind of stuff. And you have to think in a balanced diet of those, not just how many calories am I taking in. As far as keeping blood sugar levels stable through the day, when we talk about insulin, eating smaller meals more frequently through the day. That will make you feel that when I use the word satiate, that means to curb or stop hunger if you eat smaller meals throughout the day. That's my key for that. So my final tips, as we wrap this up, my tips are going to be look at the serving size. Look at the serving size. If you look and it says there are 2 or 4 servings in this, you need to calculate out what that is by everything, the protein, the carbohydrate amount, and the sugar amount in that whatever you're choosing. Naturally sweetened still means sweetened.
Right.
Who cares where that sugar comes from? Get over words like all natural and natural, and or even in the organic section, when you go in there, still packed with sugar. It's just hidden. You don't even know you're getting it. I wrote on here, beware of cause marketing, beware of those strategic marketing campaigns where someone is labeling or coloring a bottle, or the nice graphic designs, or telling you it's good for blank or whatever.
Use the conversion tip that we've given you on here, and I think one thing that we can take away from this segment is by law they have to put this label on here.
Absolutely.
So we should start reading it
Yes.
when we buy something.
Read the label.
Take advantage of what is given to you.
That's it for today's episode. Here at Horn Lake, we are better students, always growing and expecting more. Stay tuned for your lunch menus and
Athletic schedules. We'll see you here on Monday. Have a fantastic weekend. What are you doing this weekend?
celebrating my birthday.
Janelle's birthday? Janelle, how old are you going to turn? 12?
No, 17.
17. Janelle turns 17 this weekend on Saturday?
On Monday.
On Monday. But the party and the celebration starts early. What's your favorite restaurant? Where are you going?
Home.
What's your favorite restaurant?
I don't have one.
So your mom's going to be cooking your birthday meal. What is your favorite meal? What is your birthday request?
Meat on the grill.
Meat on the grill. I like that. Just chicken, steak, put it all on the grill. All right, happy birthday. 17 years old.
It's too late now to turn around and back again. I made my bed and now I lay my head in it. And I'm sorry I'm not perfect, but I knew that I wouldn't be. I guess it's for the best, you know the worst in me. I'm no good at being good, but I never said I was. And I feel misunderstood, cause I'm trying hard to love. I'm sorry, my actions, they haunt me, and I'll never live it down. I'm no good at being good, but I never said I was. You call my bluff, I won't pick up, I let it ring. Record your voice so I can listen back again. Sorry, I'm not perfect, but I knew that I wouldn't be. I guess it's for the best, you know the worst in me. I'm no good at being good, but I never said I was. And I feel misunderstood, cause I'm trying hard to love. I'm sorry, my actions, they haunt me, and I'll never live it down. I'm no good at being good, but I never said I was. So do you wanna take me back? All of our broken plans, so we can start again. Won't turn down a second chance, I'm too selfish for that. I let you fall again, now that you know that. I'm no good at being good, but I never said I was.